Listening to music often serves as a profound means of conveying emotions and at times acts as a refuge from the challenges and stresses of life. Music is powerful. And if you're like me, music has often motivated, empowered, and even changed my mood. Now, as a teenager, in the early 90s, I bought my first pair of headphones. It was a Sony Walkman cassette player with the orange earmuffs. At the time, I thought I was so cool. But looking back, I wasn't cool at all. Those headphones were hideous, and the sound quality was absolute garbage. Now, fortunately, over-the-ear headphones have come a long way since the 90s. Now, today, you can get an incredible sound and some really cool technology to go with it. So in this video, we'll be comparing three headphones from Edifier: the W820NB noise-canceling wireless headphones, the WH950NB noise-canceling wireless headphones, and their flagship Stax Spirit S3 planar magnetic wireless headphones. So in this review, we'll be comparing their features, build quality, as well as their price point to see how they stack up against each other. So first up, we have the entry-level W820NB headphones. Now the packaging isn't anything fancy, just a thin paper box, a thin plastic cover for the headphones, and a plastic mold. Inside the box, you'll find the headphones, a USB charging cable, and a mini manual that is super difficult to read due to the small print. Now pairing is simple. Turn on the power, press and hold the Bluetooth button for 3 seconds. Aesthetically, I really like the clean look of the 820s, but it's a simple design using all plastic parts to cut down on cost as well as weight. Now the build quality feels okay, but really doesn't have a premium feel to it. It's on par with what I would expect from an $80 price point. The controls are simple. Single press the volume up or down to adjust the volume level. Long press the volume up to advance forward and to advance to the next track. Long press the volume down to restart the song, and if you do it again, it'll go to the previous track. Double tapping the power button brings up voice assistant to make phone calls, maybe check the weather, or any other voice assistant option. Now speaking of calls, you can double tap on the power button to make a call using voice assistant, or answer a call by tapping the power button once a call is coming in. Now the ear cups are soft, but they're a bit narrow for these big Dumbo ears. And at times I did find them a little tight on my head, but certainly they're not what I would consider uncomfortable, even when wearing for long periods of time. Now I did not have the opportunity to test the noise canceling on an airplane, but using them outside with a good amount of ambient sound. With no music playing, even with noise canceling turned on, you can definitely still hear quite a bit of ambient noise. Now when listening to music, they are a bit on the bright side. Bass is decent, but it's honestly not super impressive. Now at high volumes, lower frequencies can sound a bit distorted, and I often wished it had more fullness on that bottom end. Now where the 820s really excel is in the mid-range. Vocals are quite smooth and a bit forward, which I really like. It allows the dialogue to be super easy to understand. Now because of that alone, I think these would make great Bluetooth headphones, maybe if you're watching movies. The W820NB headphones retail for $79.99, and they can come in either black, gray, or the white as you see here. Looking on Amazon, they also have the W820NB Plus with additional colors of blue, green, gray, and ivory. Now at this price point, you won't get an aux cord or a carrying case. And with them not being able to fold, it does make them not as compact for travel. Overall, these are a no frills, but nonetheless a fun set of headphones that are great for casual listening. I'll have a link to the 820s down in the description below. So next up are the WH950NB noise canceling headphones. Now the packaging on this set is a lot nicer, and it does come with a carrying case. Opening up the case, you can see that we have a much more stylish set of headphones. Inside the case, you'll find a USB-A to USB-C charging cable and a 3.5mm aux cable. Now these feel heavier in the hand, but because of the added comfortability, they actually feel perceptually lighter when placed on my head. I do like the fact that these have a much larger ear cup, which fits more comfortably over my ears. Build quality is definitely a step up. Now, although they are made of mostly plastic, the top band is made of aluminum. The 950s are super soft and have a premium feel to them. They also have a very spacious sound to them with improved bass over the 820s. Now, one thing I love about the 950s is there are a lot more options and features in the Edifier app, which can completely customize the sound to the way that you like them. So on the home page of the app, it shows battery life and easy access to 5 noise canceling presets. When choosing ambient sound, you can adjust the amount of noise that you want to be able to hear when listening. That's super cool. Now, most of the time I prefer to leave it on high noise cancellation, and it did a really good job. If you swipe left, there are 2 music presets. We've got classic and dynamic, but we also have a third option, which is customized. Now, classic is a good choice for classical music or light music, maybe when you're wanting to just sit back and relax. The dynamic preset bumps up the lower end, which is great for things like rock, pop, and maybe rap. But my favorite feature of the 950s is the ability to customize the EQ. Now, I found that my ears preferred to boost the lows just a little bit and back off the top end just a little bit. This provided a bit more punch on the lower end and made the top end a little more neutral sounding. Now, that allows me to listen to them for an extended period of time without any ear fatigue. Now, bass on the 950s is full and the low frequencies do not distort even at high volume. The overall sound is more balanced than the 820s, with the mid-range sounding quite similar. Now, if you know what frequencies you want to adjust, you can actually enter up to 4 frequencies in the bottom, as well as adjust the Q factor and even add more granular control to the sound that you're looking for. You can create multiple custom presets and name them by clicking on the plus sign at the top right of the app and choosing New Customized Settings. Over on the third tab, there are 3 sound mode presets for music, game, and movie. Now, I mostly left it on music and used the custom EQ to my liking. Now, another great feature of the 950 is the support for dual connectivity. This allows you to connect the headphones via Bluetooth to, say, your phone and maybe also to your laptop. So here's an example. I could be listening to Spotify on my phone, then move over to my MacBook to watch a video on YouTube. So I simply hit pause on Spotify on my phone, and when I hit play on YouTube on my MacBook, the headphones automatically switched from my phone to my MacBook. Now, that is super convenient, not having to manually go into the Bluetooth settings each time to connect to a different device. Now, there is about a 2-second delay for it to connect, but having the automatic switching is super cool. Now, the 950s have some additional features that can be accessed within the app by clicking on the setting icons at the top of the screen. One of those features is to customize which options you want for the controls for the single press, double press, and the press and hold option. You can't assign commands to them, but you can toggle each option either on or off. Now, if there are modes that you don't use, you just simply uncheck those options within the app. In my opinion, the upgrades in aesthetics, higher build quality, the added carrying case, improved comfort, and the ability to completely control the sound via EQ in the app easily makes it worth the additional cost over the 820s. Now, the 950s come in either black or ivory and retail for $179.99. I'll also have a link for them down in the description below. Now, the Stax Spirit S3 are Edifier's flagship headphones. At $399.99, they're over twice the cost of the 950NBs, so let's see what they have to offer. The packaging has definitely a premium feel to it. The outer box is surrounded in foam, and then the main package also has an outer box as well as an inner box with the Stax Spirit logo embedded on it. Opening the inner box, we find a hard case as well as a second pair of ear cups, which I'll speak more of it in just a bit. Inside the hard case, we have a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, an upgraded 3.5mm aux cable, and a 3.5mm to a 1/4" adapter that you can use with your AVR or other output device. Now these are considerably heavier, with most of the additional weight coming from the planar magnetic drivers provided by Audeze. Now Audeze makes some super premium and quality expensive headphones, so partnering with them allows Edifier to use really high quality drivers in these headphones. Now although they are the heaviest of the three, they feel quite nice on the head and around the ears. Now one thing I really like is the option to swap earmuffs. The default earmuffs are just your standard leather ones. Included in the case is a small tool to assist with swapping them. Simply insert the flat side between the rear of the earmuffs and the headphones, and then just give it a little twist. There are 4 locations that you'll need to release. Align the new earmuffs and press each of the 4 points to snap them into place. Now I really like how the ice earmuffs feel. Not only are they soft, but they actually felt cool on my ears, which I really like, especially if you plan on wearing them for extended periods of time. Now on the first page of the Edifier app, you'll want to select which earmuffs that you're using, as it seems they do use slightly different EQ settings for each. Swiping to the left reveals 3 EQ presets. We've got Classic, Hi-Fi, and Stax. Classic mode has more bottom end, but it tends to break up a bit and distort at high volumes. It also tends to kind of pull the mid-range back a bit too much for my taste. Now Stax mode seems to be a bit more spatial with almost a 3D effect to it, but my favorite setting out of the 3 is the Hi-Fi setting. The other 2 EQs seem to kind of overextend the lows and high frequencies. Now although the Hi-Fi mode does have less bass, it provides a much more realistic and balanced sound. Now I really wish they would have added the custom mode like they did on the 950s so that you could customize the sound rather than only use 3 predefined presets. But with that said, I'm very pleased with the overall sound of the planar magnetic drivers in the S3's sound. They offer plenty of detail, not overly bright, and although bass isn't super strong, it's definitely smooth. But songs like All Out Fight by Pink just sound downright majestic on the S3s. Absolutely love the sound of piano and acoustic music on the S3s. Listening to Sarah Bareilles' live performance of Sitting on the Dock of the Bay just sounds spectacular. Closing my eyes, I just felt like I was in the room listening to her live. But if you enjoy music that has a lot of bass, this set of headphones might not be the best fit for you. As with the 950s, their strength is definitely in the mid-range. I personally would have liked to have just a little bit more bottom end, but that's just my preference, as I tend to like to crank it up a bit. Now if you're a gamer, they do have 2 gaming presets on the 3rd page. Now the S3s do not have noise cancellation built into them, so if you do a lot of traveling or if you fly a lot, this might not be the best set. If you're using this as just some really high premium sound quality headphones, maybe at your workstation or at home, I think these are really top notch. I found the S3s to be super comfortable. As mentioned, although these are the heaviest of the 3, I've worn the S3s for several hours without any signs of fatigue or discomfort. I do like the spaciousness of the ear cups, as my ears do not sit against the magnetic planar drivers, allowing for the most comfortability. And the ice earmuffs are definitely favored over the standard leather ones. Maybe it's because it's just a much different, smoother feeling than I'm used to with headphones. Now at $399, the S3s are the most expensive of these 3 headphones. Now one thing I forgot to mention is with each of these 3 models, I do love how I could be in my office. I could leave my phone at my desk and walk to the other end of my home with any of these headsets and still maintain a perfect Bluetooth connection without dropping the signal. The only time that I dropped a signal was when my phone was at my desk and I walked to the other end of my house and then went outside into my backyard. Now I've spent a significant amount of time with all 3 headphones, and And I just want to share a few observations between the three models, and I'll share my overall top pick. The 820s have a nice sound to them, but they are about as no frills as it comes. They're not foldable, and they do not include a carrying case. If you like noise canceling headphones for travel, you'll likely need to keep them around your neck the entire time. They look nice and they're super light, but being entirely made of plastic does give them a cheap feel, but that's to be expected from a sub $100 pair of headphones. The S3s are the most expensive of the three, but as with many products, there's a law of diminishing returns. You have to spend a lot more to gain a little bit in performance increase. In this case, it's over twice the cost of the 950s, and you simply do not get twice the performance over the 950s. And with them not having noise cancellation and less features within the app, to me, they do not provide the most value of the three. So out of the three headphones, my favorite of the three are definitely the 950s. I love the styling and just how smooth they feel in the hand. The added metal band should increase the longevity over the 820s. And at $179.99, I feel that they offer a lot of features. Amazing sound quality, noise cancellation, custom EQ within the Edifier app, and they are affordable. Pair that with a hard shell carrying case, it's just a winning combination for an incredible sounding set of headphones with a lot of great features. The 950s are definitely an improved sound quality over my Phaeton 900 Legacy headphones, but at the $200 price point, I would have loved to see the 950s have just a few more features. So as you can see here on my Phaeton 900 Legacy headphones, they have the ability to slide your finger up and down on the ear cup to adjust the volume. You can then swipe it forward or backward to adjust to the next song or the previous song. You can tap once on the headphone to stop and start the audio. Now, unlike my Phaeton 900 Legacy headphones, if a song is playing and you remove just one earmuff from your ears, the music continues to play. It'd be great if the 950s had some type of sensor that would pause your music if it sensed you moving the earmuff off your ear, or maybe even took them off your head entirely. Now, this was my first experience with Edifier, and I'm truly happy that I had the opportunity to experience three of their products at the same time. Now, overall, I've been really impressed with the brand, and I look forward to reviewing other affordable products from them in the future. Now, if you feel any one of these are a good fit for your needs and your budget, I'll have links to each of the Edifier headphones down in the description below. So as always, you guys be blessed, and I will catch you in the next video.